Um, and today we have a reading for you about somebody who has noticed that there is something missing. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming through in the reverse. So I feel like this is I noticed something was out of place, or I noticed that something wasn't there at all, or I am missing money. So this Wheel of Fortune is, I think, something that could have been discovered earlier, but now that someone has noticed the discrepancy, there is a response from, friends, family, coworkers, whoever is around this person. And they're like, "Oh, shucks, that's really lame. I'm sorry you're going through that." And there's someone who's being super fake about the, "Oh, I'm sorry you're going through that." Because if you look at this Knight of Pentacles, you see the broken glass in the background, you see the money down on the ground, and this person's just kind of looking fake to me. So I feel like there's false concern, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, would you like a hug?" And that person the whole time knows they're the one who actually did whatever the problem is, right? Hello, Lee. Hello, Frederick. How we doing? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And happy Friday, everyone. I hope you're having a lovely day. Hello, Dana. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is more information on how to become a member, as well as how you are able to find my Etsy shop if you would like a homemade soy candle. All right, let me write that down real quick. Thank you, Lee, for the weekend. Absolutely. Hello, Laverne. How are you doing? All right, let's see what else we've got. We're gonna go with Under the Oak. What else do we have? Justice. Okay. Queen of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, so we have someone here who is saying, "I've noticed that there is something that isn't what it should be. There's something out of place, or there's something missing, and I'm going to figure out what happened." With the Queen of Wands, we have someone who I think is quite perceptive, especially because this particular Queen of Wands seems to be giving kind of like High Priestess vibes. I say that because we have the crescent moon above her head, which is not necessarily associated closely with the Queen of Wands, to be honest. So this is somebody who's leveraging their intuition and realizing that there's someone here who has kind of hidden the benefits they've reaped from whatever the situation is. So I feel like somebody is on to this Knight of Pentacles. It kind of reminds me of Philip Seymour Hoffman's character in, what was that movie? Hold on, it's in my mind. It had Gwyneth Paltrow and Matt Damon as well. Was it Tom Ripley? Hello, Karen. Hello, Aman. How are you doing? Happy Friday, Tony. Karen, I do the personal questions after the general reading, and you may attach your question to a super chat if you would like to guarantee that I do it for you, or you can donate a membership. Hello, Koto. How are you doing? Oh, let's not be doing that. You got Beast and then Mama in here. I don't like either of those. Would you like to try that again? My name is Carmen. Please call me Carmen. Hello, what's up, who? I hope you have a great weekend as well. Thank you for the like, Karam. I appreciate it. So, Two of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ten of Wands in the reverse. Two Swords in the reverse. So, what had previously been perhaps a bit easy to shield or hide, what are we going to say? Should we just make it I stole the cookies from your cookie jar? You didn't notice that the cookies were gone, so I went back and grabbed 2 more. We could compare it to, what was it, Office Space, where the dudes were selling or stealing like 2 cents over a long period of time, and then that started to add up. There is a like scheme here, it feels like, or you didn't notice, so I'm going to do this again. And with the Two of Swords in the reverse, I feel like this Knight of Pentacles is starting to be a little bit concerned that maybe because they went unnoticed or because nobody figured them out right away, they got a little bit too brazen or a little bit too bold, right? Hello, Keen Discernment. How you doing? Good morning, Taylor. What else? So they've escaped notice or they haven't been caught, but with the Eight of Cups coming through in the reverse, that peace or tranquility is no longer going to be a thing. They are going to be nervous. They're going to be sweating bullets. It's like, oh no, I think I may have actually been caught or someone might be on to me. They're nervous, which is probably natural for somebody who is stealing. What else do we have? This is the Marigold Tarot. Hello, Lons. How you doing? Hello, Tandy. What else? Seven of Cups, the Lovers, and the Two of Cups. So, okay. The person who might be taking these things is close. So if it's money that's disappearing or, you know, I don't know. What else could it be that is worthy but difficult to see? Like, you're not going to steal someone's car and a month later they didn't notice, right? Something of value, maybe even collectibles. But this is someone who is distracting the individual they're stealing from with romantic or like best friend vibes, right? Oh, I could never do that. We're so close. We finish each other's sentences. Which just made me think of Ben Stiller and Tom Cruise when Ben Stiller was coming across, I think on purpose, as creepy, like, we just finished each other's sentences. So there's fakeness here for sure. Or Best in Show when, crap, what's her name? She's so freaking adorable. I can't remember her name. The actress who does the bend and snap in a different movie, Legally Blonde. In Best in Show, she's married to an older dude trying to explain how, like, really, no, we have so much in common. We both like soup. Okay. Thank you, how you doing? Thank you for the laugh and disco. Hello, Muffin. I prefer to get tipped for the work that I do, actually. I do free questions now and then, but that tends to be based on the questions that really come through as spiritual. I would say if you'd really like me to pull some cards for you, go ahead and attach your question to a super chat or donate a membership to someone. That's a good way to guarantee I will pull some cards for you. Hello, Nausicaa. How are you doing? I feel like I remember that username. Has it been a while? I hope you're having a lovely day. So Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so I'm using the charm, the magnetism, maybe even physical attraction that people feel for me in order to get close and then take what I want. So this does kind of feel like a romantic scammer. I'm not going to lie. This feels like I'm going to get close to you. I'm going to distract you. You'll be like, I've fallen in love. And then I'm going to steal the cookies from your cookie jar, right? Knight of Cups in the reverse. Page of Swords in the reverse. And the Three of Wands. So it's not real. It's fake romantic connection or fake, like, let's be best friends energy. And the Page of Swords being in the reverse is kind of like the moment someone realizes a detail or something is off, right? So now I've all of a sudden realized I need to be a little bit cautious. I need to figure out what's really going on. With this Three of Wands, we have two in the upright, one upside down. And that kind of makes me feel we got one of these things just doesn't belong, or someone who was trying everything they could to make it seem like they were something that they were not. Yeah, I'm glad you caught it. I hope you're having a good day. So we've got the King of Cups in the reverse, a Four of Cups. There's the High Priestess. I told you. So we had that Queen of Wands energy, right? We have someone who's very secretive, and I feel like they're encountering somebody who has also been in their past life, perhaps. And I don't mean that like literally past life, but maybe this is someone who's a bit reformed. Maybe this is somebody who's grown up a little bit. But when you have had a history of love bombing or gaslighting or manipulating people or straight up being a liar, and then you encounter somebody who does that same thing, I feel like that's what this is. This is somebody who's like, I'm on to you. You want to know why? Because I used to do that. Or you want to know why? Because I used to be able to fool people. But you ain't fooling me. We have this High Priestess picking up on the fake energy. Don't date that person or don't trust them. I know that they're lying and I will prove it. Again, much like that Philip Seymour Hoffman character. Hey, just, we're not going to be doing politics in my live chat ever, okay? So don't do that. Hey, what's up, Roll Red? I agree. Five of Swords, the Emperor in the reverse, and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. We got a little bit of tempers flaring here. So the High Priestess is onto this Queen of Wands faker, right? The person who's like just trying to get close to somebody to steal something or has already been stealing stuff. There's a little bit of the illusion kind of faltering, or the matrix is glitching, you know? And that's why we have this High Priestess saying, I'm onto you, I know what's going on, and I'm going to like expose you. I'm going to let my friend or family member, whoever this is, know that you're clearly fake, you know? I just want to know, when you say that you're going to expose someone for being fake, couldn't you like tell them that you did it after you already did it? I feel like that's along the same lines as the movie trope where I'm the villain and I finally caught you. I'm going to put you in a situation where maybe like over time you won't be able to get away, and there'll be a demise, but I'm not going to like oversee it and I walk away. Like, that's such a not believable thing. This is someone here who's like trying to figure out, should I do a warning shot? Should I let this person know, like, I figured you out? And I'm going to tell everybody. Me personally, I'd be like, I'm not telling anybody what I figured out except for the person who needs to know. And then after they know and they have all the evidence, then I might be doing some bragging. Then I might be like, nah, 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 nah. I know you. This is the Love Oracle. Part of the issue here is the person who's been targeted, who has the money or the cookies in the cookie jar. This is somebody who has really been wanting to find a connection. They have been longing for a partnership or perhaps some naked time. So they're blinded by that. And they don't want to see the negative elements, right? Hello, Heather. I hope that you find some motivation or inspiration. But let's not be insulting people's intelligence. We could be positive about it, right? Maybe there's better things out there for you. Hello, Redbeard. What's going on? You got any fun plans for the weekend? So we have running and fantasy, ghosting, disappearing, and invisible, daydreaming, imagining, and fantasize. So all of a sudden we have this Knight of Pentacles, the person who is probably a thief, disappearing because they've been figured out. And the one that they've been stealing from is left with this obsession. Like, no, I'm pretty sure that person was totally in love with me. What are you talking about? Okay, but why did they like disappear? Why aren't they communicating? It's because they were worried they were going to get called out and maybe even have some legal consequences. And the person they left behind is wondering, like, wasn't it real? I thought we had this intimacy. I thought we had this connection. I was doing what I could to be good to you, and then like you disappeared. There's confusion and probably some resistance. Like, I don't want to believe that that person could do that, could be that selfish or lie to me like that. Hello, Jamek. How you doing? What else? This is the Graffiti Tarot. The Chariot, the Nine of Wands in the reverse, and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. At the first hint that someone has figured out their game, the Knight of Pentacles flees. They're like, oh, I better skip town before somebody tries to arrest me. I don't want to get any of those consequences for my action. Nine of Wands in the reverse, they feel vulnerable or exposed. They know that someone has figured out this isn't love. You're just trying to use somebody because you want to steal money or whatever. So they run away. What else? With the valuable thing? Okay. So they're gone, there's money missing, or there's something expensive missing. It probably isn't cookies in a cookie jar, okay? But they used love to get what they wanted financially. It could be like a piece of art that they're going to sell, you know? Whatever they took, most likely there was something that required work over a long period of time to get what they wanted. And when they get figured out, they leave. Maybe at like in the middle of the night, you know? I've got what I want. I've stolen what I needed. But now my secret is out, so I can't take any more. You know, if there were other cookies in the cookie jar, they have to leave those behind. Because Four of Pentacles in the reverse, this is like whatever I was keeping secret or whatever I felt was not common knowledge is now out there. And they feel like it's only a matter of time before there are consequences if they stick around. Hello, Constantine. How are you doing? Ooh, Jamike, thank you. You kind of reminded me. I don't think I've heard any update yet, so I want to make sure you all are aware that there is someone out there pretending to be me. Now, of course, if they were actually trying to be hilarious like me, they would fail. But they are responding to you in the comments, trying to get you to believe that they will do a personal reading for you in WhatsApp. Number one, I will never be doing my readings in WhatsApp, ever. Number two, I'm not going to solicit you in the comments to get you to pay me. And I really don't want any of you to get scammed. If you want a personal reading from me, there's only two ways to do it. In the live stream at the end by tipping super chat, or emailing me and having a personal reading where it will still have this background and this mug. But the difference is their username is Ms. Carmen1 or Ms. Carmen1. And I'm the original, so mine is Ms. Carmen. No numbers, okay? So just be cautious. They're using my picture. It says Wicked Wands Tarot, but it doesn't have the, I don't know, is it like a verified check mark or does it say like author? I can't remember how it differentiates me. Just make sure that it's not Ms. Carmen 1 because that person's a fake, just like this reading. But their account gets shut down because they don't even have content on their page. Obvi. If there isn't cheese and Dr. Pepper on her breath, it isn't Carmen. Yep, that's pretty true. All right, what else do we have? I didn't even talk about it yet. We got the Justice card coming out. This is going to change. This person who thinks they can get away with this and just like dip, no one will be able to figure them out. They're wrong. It's like not 1970 anymore, okay? We got the interwebs. We can hunt you down. This person thinks they can dip and not have any consequences for stealing what they have stolen. But there's someone here who's, this is coming through as like, there's someone here who knows the truth in part because they're a little bit magical. Because it's a little bit strange, right? We have this growth on the sword. The sword is supposed to be what? Metal? Steel? But it looks almost like the Ace of Wands because it's growing out of the ground. This to me says there's magic here. Good magic. That high priestess energy of, yeah, I'm like one step ahead of you. You might think that you're smarter than me, but I can anticipate what you're going to do. So I think we have a little bit of a chase going on here. And with the Three of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, there's someone here who's saying, I don't like that someone took advantage of you, and I'm going to help you get back what was stolen. And this person's quite smart. They don't use the normal means of perception. Hello, 205. I'm not going to say hello to the rest of your username. That is a choice, but welcome. How are you doing? Hello, Yo Golden. What's up? Hello. How are you doing? Let's see. Is it Nayla? Is that what I should call you? Or Nalanilik? Thank you for the tip. You let me know what your question is, and I'm happy to pull some cards for you after the general, which will probably be about another 10 minutes. Hello, Chad. How are you doing? So we got the Six of Wands in the reverse and the Seven of Swords. I like it. The fraud, the liar, is not going to be able to evade capture or justice. They get their consequences. They might have thought they were, moving fast enough where they would avoid those consequences, but nope. They did not. What else? The stork and the girl. Both are references to children. This is interesting. I did not think that we had like a child stolen. I would hope that this is not about a kidnapping. No, because there's like finances in this. The stork can talk about good news. The girl can talk about a new beginning. The girl can also talk about innocence. So I think we have a friend, the very perceptive high priestess, helping the person who has been stolen from, who has dealt with a fake love interest, someone who's just like, oh, I love you, you're just great. But that's not what they wanted. They didn't want some emotional connection. Oh. I think this is a fake. Really? Is this a fake pregnancy? Oh my. So we have the book, which talks about secrets, and we have the moon, Another secret symbol, or a symbol of secrets, I should say. Okay, I gotta see if this is what I think it is. Because if this is somebody who is like, oh, I'm, saying we're starting a family, everything's, what I said, and I've been going to the doctor and stuff, but they don't actually have a pregnancy? Is that what we got here? My. So we could have somebody who is saying, that's the justification, like, send me money for this. Yeah, I think this is someone who is saying, I know that you're the type that would do right by a person if that's what was going on. So I'm going to make it seem like we need to be like setting up a house, a living situation. But the truth is, they were like taking that money and putting it into something else, like, I don't know, their own bank account, a vacation fund. Hey, Julio, that stuff kind of creeps me out, okay? Look, I say I love all my collective. At the end of my readings, I say I love you all. I think we all need to have that sense of community and togetherness, and there are other people that are going through the same thing. But that right there is a little creepy. Do not call me your love. I'm not your love, okay? If you want to appreciate the work that I do, that means a ton to me, but please don't creep me out, okay? Hello, Gnostic. How you doing? Hey, big RW, would you like to try a more respectful approach? Because I really do enjoy playing whack-a-mole with people who are not respectful. I will bounce you, so let's start over, shall we? And thank you, Gnostic. That's a great way to do it. All right, big. Well, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Deuces. We got the snake. That's that dishonest energy, and the mask, and the labyrinth. The labyrinth. For those of you that are new to my channel, I had a high school teacher, history specifically. And, he always had those like sweater vests and whatnot, older dude. I cannot for the life of me forget that he would pronounce it labyrinth. So it just lives rent free in my head. I always say it that way. I can't help it, okay? But we have somebody who has faked over a long period of time something to get what they want financially. I really do feel like this is someone who faked a pregnancy, and that's getting under my skin. That's creepy. But yeah, I think they were getting someone to pay them money to set up, nursery, living situation, whatever. It could even be a surrogate, right? But it is not real. And we are at 28 minutes, so we'll probably do like 2 more tarot decks or oracle decks, and then we'll start on those personal questions. And remind you of your ex. Okay. Synchronicities. Why? I have added that for you. And if you have like a preference in terms of what I call you, let me know. I wrote you down as Nayla, but I don't know if that's what you would prefer. Hello, Doe. How are you doing? Hey, Scummy. What's up? Ooh, well, I hope you can figure that out. Ah, okay. Hello, Ty. How are you doing? This is the Witch's Tarot. That's making a lot of sense. There's another High Priestess. No, I mean, she's a little bit of a baddie. What is that, like, she got a gun under there? I don't know. But this is someone who's like, no, I know what your secret is, and I'm also not going to just like keep it or let you continue to play in somebody's face. This is someone who's like, I get it. I know what you're doing, and I know that it's not okay. And I also know that you've been lying specifically because you want to scam someone out of money. I think we have someone who did like an air tag, or somebody who has done some financial research. Someone who's, Neve from Catfish, like I will look up your Venmo and your cell phone and figure out who you really are. We got like, I think, an amateur detective here, but a smart one. Ten of Wands in the reverse. They're like, I'm gonna figure this out. I know you think that you have gotten away and there'll be no issues, but you're wrong. It's like they take it personal that their friend or family member has been messed with. And look, I get it. I am probably more likely to be like an attack dog if I'm protecting a friend than me. Like, I'm not, most of the stuff I'm just gonna let roll off my shoulder, not a big deal. I will reassert those boundaries. But if I see somebody messing with somebody that I really care about, I'm more likely to be like, "Arr, I will hurt you." Violence is not the answer, but you know what I mean. Like, I get a little more protective. This is somebody who's like, you are messing with somebody who's important to me, and I am not here for it. And I'm going to make sure you realize that this is a poor choice that you've made. I want to make sure that you don't do this again. So the Three of Swords is like, I know that you've betrayed someone that I care deeply for, King of Cups, and I'm going to make sure that you regret it. Dun dun dun. King of Pentacles. Did it all for the money, too. I feel like this is somebody who's saying, I know how to get you out of hiding, or I know how to get you. I'm just gonna leave a $100 bill in the street, and it's gonna have like a little string attached to it, and I'm gonna be like, I knew I'd get you. Do anything for a little bit of money. Hello, what's up, demoniac? I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to say that. Sorry. Hello, Teal. How you doing? I remember you. I hope you're having a lovely day. And hello, Atlas. How are you doing? Hello, Flash. I think you've probably got the wrong idea about things. If you want to judge what I'm doing on YouTube, it's not going to stop what I'm doing, and you can park your judgments outside. Just keep in mind, I do really like to bounce people. Adios. Hello, the cow and the silver moon. How you doing? Oh, I hope the move went well. Yes, indeed, Teal, and probably shortly. Hello, Martin. How are you doing? Thanks, Ralph. How are we doing today? I gotta pull just a couple more real quick, and then we're gonna start with those personal questions, okay, y'all? We've got the Prince or Knight of Wands, the Moon, again with the secret energy, right? But this is someone who's like, no, no, no. I know who's been doing this, and if law enforcement isn't gonna do anything about it, then I will go and I will figure this out myself. Okay. I think I can show you these cards, but we have some boobies, so I have to hide the boobies. YouTube does not like the boobies. They only like the tubies. And this is the Ace of Wands. This is like, you messed up. I figured out who you are. I did some research. Now I have like everything I need to know. And I'm about to tell everybody what you've been up to, or who you really are, or how to find you. I think this is like baiting them with some money. I really do. I don't think it's like, here's a $100 bill in the street and I'm going to make you chase it, even though that would be kind of funny. I think this is more like, I'm going to put up a fake Tinder profile and it's going to be like, hello, I am a countess and I am worth $50 million. And I require the most attractive of individuals. Like, how can I make this person feel like they could potentially get money from dealing with me? And then I'll be like, surprise! I can't say what I really want. The dude from Dexter, surprise! But that's what I want to say. This person's like, oh, I'm gonna catch them. I'm smarter than them, and I know what they're looking for, and I know their modus operandi. I'm gonna use it against them. So I feel like this is justice and karma that is a bit unconventional, but it happens because somebody really does care about their friend or family member and they take care of it. All right, so we have Lee. We're going to switch to personal questions. And then Nayla, we've got what is up for the weekend for Lee? Oh, that's so cool, Teal. I'm happy to hear that. I hope it is a place of joy for a long time to come. Hello, Martua. How are you doing? And tell us about potential situations next month. Okay. May reunion, intuition. Would love a clarity pull. Okay, so let's get some clarity on that for you. And thank you for the tip. And exactly, Chantal. Some people feel like you can never figure them out, right? This high priestess is going about this the right way, and I did figure out this trickster. Thank you, Melissa. Let me add that for you. What's coming for me this weekend for me and Joe? Awesome. I've added that for you. Let's see what we've got for Lee. Hey, sometimes we're surprised, but what ends up working out, right? Hey, Chantal, you want to sound like less rude? Like, I don't know if you're talking about someone else. If you're talking about me, okay, cool. That's all I needed to know. Go find something like useful to do, okay? If you're threatened because I figured out what you're doing, I don't care. If you're mad for some other reason, I also don't care. If you want to come back tomorrow and be a reasonable human, you're welcome to do so, but I will whack-a-mole you then tomorrow if you're not going to be nice. I don't really care what you think. Three of Cups for Lee. The Tower. And the Ten of Swords. There's something big going down this weekend, Lee, and I do feel like it's in a social environment. I feel like you have anticipated that something like this could happen. And I also feel like you know when to leave. This looks to me like you are, I don't know, spending time with friends or family. Maybe it's that club that you told me about. And you can kind of sense, it's like the calm before the storm, right? You can sense that things are going to be awkward or things are going to like get a bit like wild, not in a good way. Listen to your intuition because there is something that's about to get crazy. Is this saying that Lee should like dip? I don't think it's your fight. I think there is, yeah, you're going to be able to sniff it out. You're going to be like, ooh, this is about to get weird. And you do have an option to exit. You do have an option to just out. So make the right call based on what is good for you or what is right. But I think you're going to get a little bit of a heads up and you want to make sure you make the right choice because I think it's going to be not fun. You might be able to influence things to turn out better than they would have otherwise, but it might be like, is that really what I wanted to do with my day? I don't know. Right? I totally agree, Rachel. Oh well, people are weird. So trust your instincts, Lee. You are spot on about this situation, and it may be for the best if you leave and don't stick around for whatever this argument is. Ow. Hello, JG. I'm not interested in that, but I hope you have a lovely day anyways. Nayla is asking about synchronicities on the X. Why are these synchronicities happening? Why are these synchronicities happening, please? Because your ex is obsessing over something to do with your connection. King of Cups in the reverse, Death in the reverse. I don't feel like this is over, or I can't get over you. Maybe I've tried to connect with others or date others, and I just end up comparing them to you. Or maybe it's a matter of I feel like I'm in a better spot. Maybe I can offer more in the context of a relationship than I could before, but I don't know if you would actually be interested. This is someone who is trying to figure out, well, let's just add, are they trying to figure out whether or not to come back around? No. They already decided to come back around? Or are they still, no. It's like, I want to know whether or not things would ever be able to work out, but I think this person deals with insecurity. Like, I can't stop thinking about it, but I'm also pretty convinced that if I were to come back around, you would just be mean to me. I'm pretty certain that you would just reject me, and then I would be even more heartbroken. So it does seem to me, Redbeard, you crack me up. It does seem to me like this is somebody who is just like stuck in their mind. I want something, I can't forget you, but also it would be pointless for me to come back around. You would never take me back. I don't think you're mean. I think this is someone who feels like, well, let's see. Is it because they feel like they don't deserve forgiveness? Yes. This is someone who feels like they don't deserve the other chance. They don't deserve to be in your good graces. Still in contact with the family? Very little. Some, but not consistently. I do think this is someone who thinks, like overthinks, and probably has a little bit of a negative perception, right? So he's kind of assuming there is a more negative perception on your end. And this is indicative to me that this person still has some healing to do, especially if you feel like they're not reading the situation the right way. The insecurity would contribute to a bad foundation for the relationship. So that's what needs to be focused on before they can come back around. But it's kind of looking to me like this is someone who just is stuck. But the reason you're seeing these synchronicities is because this King of Cups in the reverse is still heartbroken or, thinking about you. They need to work on that insecurity before there would be the possibility of a healthy relationship between the two of you. So I hope that is the priority for them. But yes, very much so, you are on this person's mind. So, yep. Oh, I love that, Argun. People pride themselves in what they know, but miss the blessing. I love that word choice of exploring the unknown. If you really know everything, how boring would life be? I'm sorry, I want to be able to do a crossword puzzle and be wrong every once in a while. I would like to be surprised by somebody's behavior, generally in a good way, right? Oh, you weren't a jerk. That's great. What's up, Slide Up? How you doing? Yes, I believe that. Well, I hope they end up working on themselves and can find a way back to you and approach things the right way. But remember, you deserve to be with somebody who will not take out their insecurities on you. All right, so let's see what we've got for teal. So we've got a reunion coming up in May. There's been some intuitive concerns. What is the clarity that teal needs regarding the reunion in May, please? What does teal need to know about the reunion in May? Lots of fire energy here, which kind of makes sense because we got that Aries stellium going on right now. Okay, so we have Six of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Wands. So this feels to me like with the Six of Wands in the reverse, somebody who has experienced a pretty significant setback or feels like a failure right now. I think there's someone here who's very competitive. It feels to me like there's negative energy here because someone is looking at this reunion as, I need to be better than you. My life needs to look better than yours. I need to make sure that you are not able to tell a story or paint a picture of your life that makes me look stupid or like I'm behind or like you're cooler or, it's giving like Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. Let's be fake about it kind of thing. So we have the Six of Swords in the reverse and the Two of Wands. Things get off course for the reunion because someone's over here like comparing. Like, can we just be ourselves? Like why do we need to be the best at everything? Eight of Wands in the reverse. Page of Pentacles in the reverse and the Lovers. I do feel like this is about romance. Like someone may have gotten divorced, someone may have had like a canceled engagement, or someone may have been, in a very toxic relationship, maybe cheated on. And it feels to me like now they want to be like, well, I'm doing better now. You can't judge me. Look at me. This is my partner. They're great. They're way more attractive than your partner. There's unnecessary competition. And it's like, just chill, bro. Like nobody cares. Just, I don't know. Let me win at Scrabble and there won't be any issues. But this is someone who feels like they have to like one up themselves or prove that everything is fine after some sort of a heartbreak because they don't want to be like looked down upon. Yeah, it's weird, right? I don't think they need to do that. I invented Post-it notes. Yeah, I don't know, Teal. Hopefully this doesn't, cause big issues, but I do. So is this somebody who's competing with Teal? Let's figure that one out. Yes. So this is someone who specifically feels like they need to look better than you. Good luck. The important part here is we don't really need to be competing. We're just like, doing a reunion. So don't buy into that. Don't feed the troll, right? Hello, HP. Hey, Ralph, you're doing the creepy thing again. Can we not? Please? Like, I was a little bit rough on you yesterday. I thought maybe you got the clue. But maybe not. Let's just be respectful, eh? Teal, I wish you luck. I think you'll be fine. Just know this person's gonna be acting a little bit immature. All right, let's move on to Melissa. So, what are the weekend vibes for Melissa and Joe? is interesting. Um, so the saying misery loves company is coming to mind, which might sound a little bit negative, but what I'm getting is there's like a cancellation or a failure or something gets ordered wrong. There's something that falls through, okay? Like we thought this was going to work and it doesn't. And it's like frustrating. And maybe let's say that you made reservations, okay, to go to a really cool restaurant and you get there and then like we don't have a reservation for you. And you're like, dang it. So now we can't eat here. We have to go find somewhere else. With the Eight of Pentacles, it's like you have some footwork. You have something you have to do. It feels like I'm driving quickly to get somewhere else. Like I messed up a detail or something. But the charming thing is, even though there's like an issue with scheduling or some sort of detail, right? The two of you are just thick as thieves. Even though there's difficulty going on, look at how sweet this Two of Pentacles is. It almost looks like a Two of Cups. So it's like, you know what? We're just going to suffer through this together. It's going to be fine because at least I'm hanging out with somebody as cool as you. So I feel like despite some adversity or difficulty or great, I have to like fix this problem now, we have this like we're in it together, man, us against the world kind of thing. So it's really charming. It's not going to go the way you want it to. There's going to be something that is like, really? But y'all have each other and you seem to still have a delightful time. I love that for you. So the setback doesn't matter because you're dealing with somebody who seems to be just like really a fan of yours. Thank you, Lemonade. It's one of my faves. Hello. Is it Shamel? How are you doing? I hope life feels better soon. Hello, Sarah. How are you doing? Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Michelangelo for you. That's fair. That's fair. All right. I think that was the last one. All right, y'all. I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna go eat some food. But thank you for being awesome. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes and the hypes if you are able to. Love you all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy Friday. Toodles.